Hello, friends. This is Sanjay Wadhwani with Liazon Marketing. So I get this question asked many times. What should I do, or should I change my campaigns to lower my PPC ACoS? Now, remember something. If your campaign, let's say you have a 15% markup on your product, by the time you do the spendings and everything, your break even value is, let's say, at 11%, right? uh you don't want to make any changes, especially on the campaigns. This is one of my clients account, new account, brand new account. You don't want to do any kind of changes, because the the results that you're currently getting, you want to keep it that way. You want the campaign to do its own work. Okay. The only way you can improve your ACoS is not going in the campaign settings and changing few things around, changing bids, changing a lot of things around. That's actually the wrong way, because like, for example, let me give you this one, 16.05% ACoS. It's for this one. See, on this product, the client has a 35% markup. So if you go even 25% less, let's say 28% and less is their profit margin on this particular product. Now, 16% is a gold mine. If I go and I change anything in there, you know what that's going to do? That's going to jeopardize this ACoS. It's going to make it go higher. And I'm going to tell you why. There's something that Amazon tries to push you, and you want to avoid what Amazon is saying, because look, they are in business to make money for themselves. I am in business to make money for my clients, and that is how I make money. If I make my clients happy, right, I am happy too. If my client is upset, I may lose my job. Okay? So never follow what Amazon is suggesting you. You just do. You launch a perfect campaign. And how do you launch a perfect campaign? I'm going to show you something. So let's say you got let me go into Amazon. Let's say we have this product right here. the the keywords that you are going to target in this listing. Okay, there are several ways to launch perfect campaigns, and for one product, it doesn't have to be one campaign or 10 campaigns for one product. You can actually open more than 1,000 campaigns for one single product. And believe me, I have worked in the past with a customer with almost 678 campaigns on just one product. And there are so many ways to do it, you are not going to believe it. Okay, it is just there. So basically, if we have a product like this, right, the keywords that you're targeting here: double bubble reflective foil. Okay, reflective foil, another keyword. Reflective foil insulation, another keyword. Double bubble, another keyword. You got this one. You can do this. Now, this one, for example, is loaded with keywords in the title, which is not a good listing. It's not a good writing, because all it's doing, it is targeting keywords. It doesn't make sense. The double bubble 4 feet commercial grade, no tear, radiant barrier, rebel. It's like blah 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 blah. Just keywords, keywords, keywords. To a customer, maybe it makes sense, but to a content writer, uh, it just doesn't make sense, because it is too concentrated on keyword targeting. And if you can improve this kind of listing, I mean, there are a lot of ways to improve such a listing. Then you can really, focus on what needs best. Now let's get back to the point of how to do a perfect campaign. Here's one of the way, and let me tell you, this technique works amazing. And let me tell you, all these campaigns that are showing results are actually that technique that I've used. Okay, you take all of the keywords that you're targeting in your listing, every single, whether it's a single keyword, whether it's a phrase match, whether it's a broad match, or whether it's an exact match. You take all of them and you create a campaign. You put that product, that particular product in there, and you start with an automatic campaign. So two campaigns. One, you're going to start with an automatic campaign where you don't get to choose the keywords. Amazon decides for you. The other one, you're going to start with the exact match campaign where you are going to tell Amazon, like, look, these are the keywords I'm targeting on my listing, and those are the keywords I want to show up for. That is my thing. Okay. Now, what's going to happen in the automatic? Amazon is going to decide which keywords your product is going to rank for. Okay. Um, but when you get results, of some low ACoS keywords, what you want to do from the automatic campaign, when you pull out your reports, you want to take those keyword phrases and you want to put them. Now, if their ACoS is, let's say, under 15%, means they are top keywords, right? They are giving you profit. You want to take those top keywords and you want to replace it in your title, because the first thing that a person reads is the title of a listing. You want to, now it does not matter. Now when I do content writing for any customer, I don't put not more than 2 keyword phrases, period, on a title. In a bullet point, I don't put more than 2. In the back end, I'm only concentrate, like, I look at the search volumes, I look at the competition, I make sure that there's not a lot of competition. Uh, but instead of using softwares to get that information, I do aggressive bidding on the client's account to see which is like the top keyword to really go after, and those are the ones in the backend. So grouping all of them together, you make a campaign. Okay, you make a campaign and you start from there. Now look at this particular 21,000 impressions. It's not that high as I was hoping it would be, but based on the impressions it's getting, we're getting less than 1/10 of a percentage. But this is just the beginning. If I have to go and improve this listing, improve this campaign, I will not even bother touching it. Why? Because it is already giving me results that I didn't expect, right? 21 clicks, spend $43, gave me $700 worth of sales. Man, I'm happy with 6.24. So what I'm going to do, what Amazon is going to tell me, Amazon is going to say, listen, you don't have any negative keywords in your ASIN. You can make more money. Let me tell you something. The moment you put a negative keyword over there, hoping that, back in the days, let me go back 2 years. 2 years ago, if you put negative keywords in a successful campaign, yeah, you could have increased, you could make this better. But today, a lot has changed with Amazon. A lot. Just recently, I'm talking like a month ago, just recently. You want to be very careful. If you know that your campaign is working good, my friends, don't even bother touching it. Just leave it the way it is. The one thing that you really want to touch is you want to go and test the keywords. You want to go and test the keywords which are working, which are not working. And the way to test the keywords are several ways. You can use Helium 10, you can use Jungle Scout. There's so many softwares out there that you have to go and test. Let's say you want to test in Helium 10. I'm going to tell you because I use Helium 10 a lot. I'm affiliated with them, so I can give you coupons and you can take advantage of it. Okay. In Helium 10, what you need to do is you need to go into Cerebro and you have to copy and paste the ASIN. Once you get those keyword lists, maybe they're in 500, maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000, whatever it is, you got to download the whole list, the complete list, export. Just use export and it's going to give you an Excel file. Then on that Excel file, you want to create separate tabs. You want to create a tab that says indexing. You want to create a tab that's non-indexing. And on top of that, you have to use the Helium 10 index checker. Now you take all of those keywords. Now I believe in the index checker, it only evaluates 200 keyword phrases at a time. You are going to take, if you have, let's say, 4,800, you got to do it, divide by 200. So that means you got to open 24 different, things in order to 24 different index checker to evaluate further. Now, in order for it not to have repeated keywords, you're going to take those cerebral keyword phrases, you're going to put it in Frankenstein, remove the duplicates. Believe me, you're going to take off 10, 20% duplicates easily. And after that, you take those, you export that file. Okay, now you know which keywords your product is ranking for. That's ranking is one. Second thing is you want to see which one it's indexing for and which one it's not indexing for. You're going to create a separate tab, indexing, another tab, non-indexing. Then you're going to see which keywords are indexing and the ones that aren't indexing. Now, you can take the ones that aren't indexing, you can take it back to Frankenstein. Well, there's several ways of doing it. You have to test the keywords, and it's not an easy process. It's a long process. I actually teach you that process in one of my courses. I have a course especially on this, and it is not an easy course. It's a very repeated step kind of procedure, but if done properly, you are going to see results like this. Okay, if it's done properly, you're going to see results. The other way around, just hire me and I do the work for you. You don't even have to bang your head on the wall to understand because it is a very complex way of doing it. Anyways, once you get all that information, that is where you find out which keywords are indexing. Now, the index keywords, you can take all of them and open a separate campaign. Now, when you do a separate campaign on the index keywords, right now I haven't even done on this particular results because it is so fresh. I wanted to run at least 90 days so it's June, July, August. We're almost there. I wanted to run at least 90 to 120 days in order to really get me what I'm looking for. Okay, so here we go. Overall ACoS between whatever is giving. Now, the index keywords, you can make a campaign. So let's say you have 4,800 keywords you're ranking for. Out of that, you're indexing for, let's say, 600 keywords, and the rest of them are not indexed yet. Okay, so the 600 keywords, the way you want to do it is that you want to create a campaign. I cannot go in because it's going to show the product, and I am very confidential about not sharing products of customers. But you go and you create the campaign, and then you create the 3 matches. Plus, you're going to create the up and down, the down. So altogether, you're going to create like 8 to 10 different variations of one keyword phrase. So if you're indexing for 600 of them, I want you to open 600 different campaigns. Okay, you might think that this is crazy, but let me tell you something. I've been doing PPC and I have studied and I've tested so many ways that it is absolutely amazing that one product can easily give you so many sales. You don't even need thousands of products to sell on Amazon, especially. Just one good product and get the work done. Okay. Uh, you're going to create one campaign, broad match. You're going to choose up and down. And then you're going to choose the adjustment. You always want to start low on the adjustments. You don't want to go high. You see, there's some here that I've done high. It's giving me no results, but there is a reason why I did that. I just, there's a purpose, and I really don't care whether it gives me results or not. I just want it to be there. So it's a technique used for a particular reason. But going back to the previous point, you open a broad match campaign, you're going to choose up and down. You open a second broad match campaign, and you're going to choose down only. You're going to choose the third broad match campaign, and you're going to choose the fixed offer. Why you want to do all of this when you can get it everything in one? Well, you are going to target, for example, if I'm looking for this reflective foil insulation, and I'm going to tell you what exactly I'm trying to do. So let's see if there's a seller that is actually doing what I'm doing. So like this, you're going to repeat the same procedure in the phrase match, and you're going to do the same procedure in the exact match. And you're going to play around with the placements, okay? So you can open like probably 18 to 20 different campaigns based on one particular keyword phrase. So let's say if we are using reflective foil insulation, we got 772 results. Let's see if somebody shows up for this particular keyword phrase more than once, okay? More than once. And that doesn't have to be, that doesn't mean that they're showing for sponsored and then an organic. No, I want somebody to show up for this particular keyword as a sponsored, because remember, when you're doing campaigns, that's a sponsored match. That means that's like focusing on your product, spending money in a campaign, sponsored, okay? So I want to see a company that is targeting this in several different ways. That means broad match, straight match. Now, the returns, what you're going to get one keyword phrase you're targeting, let's say 9 different campaigns, 9 different simple campaigns. You're going to see a lot of results when they start, juggling in, when they start doing their thing. Now you do 600 different keyword phrases, man, you got like 5,400 campaigns running right there. And like I mentioned to you, you can have more than 1,000 campaigns per product, per listing. Okay, so let's look at this one right here. Let's see if we can find somebody who's doing sponsored and being showed up for their product twice. Here we go. So this is similar, but it's 2 different companies. There was a way here where you could only choose sponsored, but that was very old, many days ago. Now you can't find it. But let's see. Out of these 772, normally the sponsors are in the middle of the page, or at the top of the page, or the bottom of the page. I'm just gonna go couple of pages. So this guy right here, I think 3129. Let me see. I believe it's this same insulation marketplace. No, it's different one. Okay. Smart Shield is here for 139. And then here he is for 82. So okay, here's a company that I would say is doing, so what he's doing basically, he's targeting, or they're targeting, it could be he or she, I'm sorry. So they're targeting this particular keyword phrase, okay? And what this individual is doing is they're grouping all their products for targeting that one keyword phrase. But that is not what we're looking for. What we're basically looking for is somebody ranking for this particular keyword phrase and showing their product as sponsored in several places, like the same exact product showing several places. And I don't see it. On the first page, I don't see it. So you see, that's like a lot of business being wasted. When you can do a campaign targeting your product, one product in so many different ways, you can really make some good profitable return on that. And let me tell you something, when you run a campaign like this, your ACoS is going to be so low that you are going to be surprised. Okay, so the answer to the question, should I lower my ACoS on a successful campaign? My answer is no. Leave it the way it is. If Amazon is telling you to create negative keyword phrases in your successful campaigns, don't do it because you are going to lose a lot of money. Okay, so once again, this is Sanjay Vadwani with Liazon Marketing. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye bye.